guys, it's Kozak, author of adult urban fantasy, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey, how's it going? It's cold in my house. That's why I look ridiculous. But honestly, I would look worse if I wasn't wearing the hat because I've got my poofy hair going on today, like you've never seen. So the hat's probably a good thing. That clip at the beginning of the video was just me up in the canyon with my dog and then the dog that I'm currently watching. It actually snowed today, so that is not old footage. That is Utah. I live in a strange place. I actually used to live in Colorado, and it's even worse there. I think it snowed at the very end of May or the very beginning of June one year, and like nobody batted an eye. We were all like, yep. So that's the West for you. It's just kind of, I think it's mainly the Rocky Mountain area that just gets weird because the mountains kind of mess with the weather patterns and everything, but whatever, it's a good time. I don't mind the snow. I thought maybe you guys would appreciate that pretty winter scene. I keep looking down, my cat is in my lap. He always does this when I'm filming, and then my legs fall asleep and I just suffer throughout filming the video because I don't want to budge and disturb him. I'm a pushover for my cat, apparently. So the point of today's video is going to be kind of lame because I didn't do a lot of writing in the first week of Camp NaNoWriMo, to be totally honest. I wrote the first day, and then, is today the 10th? Yeah, today's the 10th, and I wrote yesterday on the 9th. So let's just say out of 9 days, I've written twice because I do plan on writing today. But I'm hitting a wall, and I've been hitting this same wall for the last few months ever since I finished National Novel Writing Month in November. I think I've identified part of the problem yesterday. So I was working on a scene where the main character is talking to one of the antagonist type characters in the book, and I was realizing that I hadn't developed their relationship at all, even though it's kind of important to the story. And it's just been things like that as I've been writing according to kind of the rough outline I made for National Novel Writing Month, that I'm realizing how much more work and planning and figuring things out needs to be done to make this book make sense. But not only that, because it's a trilogy and there's an overarching conflict that's going to have like hints and foreshadowing and clues and everything throughout the first two books and then culminating in the third and final book, I'm realizing how important it is that I identify everything that needs to happen as a whole throughout the trilogy and then be able to kind of assign those things out to the three different books. And I didn't do that as much as I thought I had before I started writing the first book. So I'm just going to keep cranking it out and finish up this draft because I do still have the rough outline of the main events that happen in this book. So I can definitely get those done. I think I'm just getting really frustrated by just the immenseness of this project. And I don't know, it's kind of been hard to deal with it, I guess. But I'm working through it. If you guys have worked on any kind of larger, like multiple piece projects like that and you have any advice, I would appreciate it. You can leave it in the comments, or if you've made a video about it, tell me so I can go find it, or if you've watched somebody else's video or something. But yeah, it's just a lot, and I feel kind of overwhelmed by how to tackle it because there's just so many layers to it. I'll try to explain it in like a non-spoilery way because I want it to be something that the readers get to experience in the book. But so there's the three books: the Network, the Council, and the Guild. So each of these titles corresponds with a different group. The Network is the name of the fictional faction of the Russian mafia that exists in my kind of universe, whatever you want to call it. The council refers to the government that exists in the magical world, and then the guild is basically the vampire hunting guild that the main characters work with. And so each of these books has kind of this overarching story with those groups in each book, and then each book focuses on a different main character. So there's the 3 main characters. The first book focuses on Stas, even though you do get scenes that are focused on Vinny and focused on Fedya, but the actual main focal point is Stanislav. So that's kind of the gist of it. But then aside from those the 3 main characters having a focus in each book, and then the 3 different groups, there's an overarching conflict on top of all that. So if that makes sense, that's what I'm dealing with. Having each book be its own thing and have a cool, cohesive story, but then have it at the end that everything connects and the reader's like, holy crap, this detail from book 1 makes sense now. This detail from book 2 makes sense now. And it's just, to me, it's like, it's not even worth doing the project if I don't pull it off properly, because it won't have the emotional impact on the readers that I want it to. So I think I need to go probably just to my local Walmart, but pick up like a cute binder and some tabs, some lined paper, and just start creating a world, like a world building Bible, a story building Bible, however you want to call it, and just start working on, the bigger outline of this trilogy, So like I said, if you guys have advice, you have things that have really worked for you in kind of designing world building, designing series, let me know. I don't know why I had a dramatic pause there. It's like I was searching for something so important to say. Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with right now. On the 1st and yesterday the 9th, I was working on the same scene. So my goal today is to finish that scene finally and just have it done. It's about halfway done. And I think if I'm able to finish it today, that'll make me feel better and kind of help propel me to do better this Camp NaNoWriMo, because I'm not doing well. And like, I'm part of a cabin, so like those of you watching who are in that cabin know that I have not been active in the cabin. It's like, when you feel like you're not doing that well, it's hard to like try to participate, which sucks, because like obviously I can go and cheer everyone on. It's just, I guess I'm being self-centered and being like, well, I'm not doing well, so I'm just gonna like hide. So I need to get over it and go cheer everybody on. But as far as I've seen, like from the different vlogs, and like I've logged into the Camp NaNo website a couple times, seems like everyone's doing really well. So kudos to you guys. You guys keep me inspired and keep me motivated, but at the same time, I'm also human, and sometimes I go, oh, why aren't I as awesome, So, but that's life. That's life. You can't do anything about it. Just keep working, I guess that pretty much wraps it up. I guess that's basically the summation of the issues I've been facing this Camp NaNoWriMo. But I think it's going to be okay. I just need to persevere and be deliberate and write every day, which is hard for me. I'm not good at that, at being consistent, but I'm a work in progress. What can I say? Thank you so much for watching this video and follow your support. I hope you guys have an amazing week and that your Camp NaNoWriMo continues to be productive, or if it's not been so far like mine, I hope things change for you. Or at least that you change things. I always use very passive vocabulary. I need to take more like positive control and be like, I will. Yes. I'm too passive. So anyways, have a great week. And as always, happy writing. Bye.